Book review. Book review. Book review. Book review.
Hello there, and welcome to another book review. Today I'm continuing with my series of reviews of Star Wars book adaptations. This one is on Russian as well as most of the others because I'm Russian and I didn't find them on English here, but it's alright. So today I'm going to talk about this book and how I enjoy it, rate it, and what I basically think of it. So let's start it off. So, and spoilers for both movie and book, of course. You've been warned. So I would like to start off with explaining how this author, who is Robert Salvatore, something like that, I don't know how to pronounce it, how well he writes. This book is very enjoyable. It really hooks me up. And Matthew Stewart's book, it's interesting, but sometimes it's so philosophical, it kind of loses the grasp a bit. This one doesn't do that. Matthew Stewart's adaptation of Revenge of the Sith is, in my opinion, not as good as this one of episode 2 by Robert Salvatore. So I would like to start off with the political things. Many people say that the prequels were very bad because they had too much politics in it. But I want to say that I think both George Lucas and me, when I was writing my own adaptation and stuff, and I was making, well, it doesn't matter. So basically, we always, I think me and George and I think even this author really understood the sense of the politics in those movies. All those fancy words, all those ideas, the dresses, everything combined, everything fitting together like a puzzle of political subplots that are, I think, very enjoyable. To me, I think the author grasped it. He understood this very strange feeling which I have and I'm most certain George Lucas has, that I don't think much other people understand of this politics. It's just, how do you say it? It's very strange, but it's an undescribable feeling of just how to write these political scenes and how to make you intrigued in them as I was. And I think this book succeeds in that. Here, this book really explains the details of the politics and Attack of the Clones much more interestingly, sort of going deeper into the themes of why the galaxy is in such a state right now, and sort of really diving into the Palpatine side of you and how everyone is traumatized by the events, and every single thing is very well laid up here. Now I would like to talk about Anakin and Padme's romance, which of course was also a very important part of Attack of the Clones, which many people did not enjoy. I was okay with it. You know, I'd say it's probably one of the, I don't know. My favorite love story right now is between Vision and Scarlet Witch in the Avengers. There's something very cute about it that this kind of lacks, but it's still an interesting one and I really do enjoy them. Now this book really goes deeply into sexual themes, I must say. Like for a moment, I remember there was a sentence like, remember when Anakin was having that nightmare of his mother on Naboo, Padme actually heard him because sort of screaming and trembling, and she actually walked into his room to see him, and it even the author writes her thoughts, and it's something like, oh no, he's waking up, she must go away immediately, otherwise he will think that she wanted to be with him in one bed. Something like that, which is really sexual for Star Wars, but I think it fits alright. Then we have the deleted scenes from the movies, which were also fit into this book, which I really did enjoy actually. The deleted scenes, most of them are very interesting, and I think despite it making a it would make a longer running time in the movie, but the book is the perfect place to fit them here. And I think the book really succeeds in adding of the author's own language, own sort of ideas and things that people say, while also combining it with the deleted scenes and the product of the movie. And I like how the book starts out, not where the movie starts out, but actually quite before that. And basically, this book is very good at making fleshing out the characters, giving more information, setting up the sort of the location and the setting. And I have to say, the action, the description of the action in this book, which is usually it's always the hardest part, I must say, for me at least, to write the action. I think Matthew Stewart failed to grasp the excitement of it because he was writing so philosophically and deeply. I think Robert Salvatore does it just fine. Like, he doesn't do it great, he doesn't do it like awesome, but with the material he was given and how he writes, I think it's much better than Matthew Stewart and and will entertain. Maybe not as much as we could have hoped for, but it's still a hell of a lot better than Matthew Stewart's, in my opinion. You must have your own opinion, and if you agree with mine, that's absolutely great. When I say like have your own opinion, if you have my opinion, then don't think that I'm wishing you had a separate one. It's still great if you had mine and everything. Okay. And yeah, well, basically the book it's great. It has some very great description, and especially the last scene in which Padme and Anakin kiss at the wedding. It was described greatly. The conflict in this book, the characters, the plans, everything was great. I give this book an 8.8